everyone, this is Dr. August D'Olivero with Digital Enamel, and I'm excited to be able to go through everything you need to do to actually get something printed from CEREC version 4.5. So as you know, for the longest time, CEREC has been a closed system. We haven't been able to get anything out of the system besides something that we would either send to our MCXL or send to a lab. But now we can export to the file format STL and print stuff. So let's go ahead and go over what we do. So if you look over here on the screen, we have a model we scan from a Deniform. And let me just go over a couple of steps you need to do to get ready to take those files outside of CEREC. So you may notice that I've got a pretty decent scan of the teeth, and look at this little area of flash here. So when we get things out of CEREC, we're going to have to run them through a software called Mesh Mixer. What Mesh Mixer does is takes this from this shell that we have and make it printable. So this shell is just made up of a bunch of triangles, and there's no way we can actually get something printed from that file. So let's go ahead and go over and cut some of this data out. So there is a cut function in Mesh Mixer. However, it's kind of hard to use. If you've been a CEREC user for a while like I have, I just feel a little more comfortable in the CEREC software editing that. So let's go ahead and do this. So over here in the cut function, we'll go ahead and cut out this little area of flash here. Pretty easy. Just look around and see if there's any holes or little areas you want to cut away. Now, one thing about the CEREC 4.5 export is we can only export models. We can't export the actual restorations. So once you've scanned your patient in CEREC, there's no need to mark your margin or go forward or design any restoration because we can't get that anyway. So on the CEREC software, we're going to go to export, and let me talk about the different STL export options we have. So as a default, we usually export to the file format RST. As a Galileos owner, you may be used to exporting in the file type .ssi. So we're going to now export to the file type STL. Now, you can export to STL to 3D print, but if you're using a different type of implant software, such as Simplant, you can also export that STL file to another implant software, and are not limited to the Galileos software, although we all know the Galileos software is awesome. So let's go ahead and go over the different file formats. So once you go in and export, you have the file format STL in high resolution, moderate resolution, and reduced resolution. High resolution is what you want to export to for the most part, especially if you're 3D printing. However, if you do have a slow software and you just want to export to a different implant software, then you can go ahead and select the low resolution STL. So we're just going to go ahead and export off to the desktop in high resolution STL and hit save. Now, any models that you have included in CEREC will be exported with the exclusion of the buccal bite. So if I did a biocopy image or a bioreference image, that would also be exported as well. So now we're going to go to the Mesh Mixer software. I'm going to go over the steps in adding a base to a model so that we can actually get something printed.